Welcome back to Film Hooligans. I'm John, the host, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Jason Alt.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back, he said.
We are talking about a short film, a new short film from writer-director Micheline Pitt and R.H. Norman. We are talking about Grummy.
Gotta be real quiet once we're inside. Okay? No talking, no grumbling, and no farting from you. Especially no farting. Rule number 1. The knight always listens to the queen.
Jason, what did you think of Labyrinth 2?
I didn't expect to say this, but compared to Labyrinth, this is actually much darker.
Yeah. Let's start this by talking about Micheline Pitt. He is a multifaceted creator. She's done a lot of artwork and key artwork for The Walking Dead, a student of Rick Baker. I heard of this film coming together, that this project was coming together probably a little over a year ago, and I started getting really excited about it because just the premise, the little bit of what I knew about it beforehand was pretty exciting. I think there is a huge gap in the dark fantasy genre, especially nowadays, where it's not quite horror. It's more of that 1980s, early 90s PG type dark fantasy horror.
Like a Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes.
If that were PG-13 somehow, compared to something like Hellraiser. It's not horror and it's not terrifying, but it is dark and a little bit of... There's some mortal danger going on, but it's not anything like torture porn or jump scares.
Sure. It was one of the highest funded Kickstarters. It was the budget was around $116,000. And a lot of people got behind this because both Micheline Pitt and R.H. Norman were in the business. I think he was a kind of a student of Werner Herzog. So they both, they're kind of, safe to say they're well-connected folks and very talented folks. That's probably why they were well-connected. So there was a lot of buzz around this, and by the time I actually saw, I was anticipating, really psyched for it to come out. And then I just so happened to see, it was just dumped on YouTube, and I'm like, I guess it's out now. That's the good and bad thing, I guess, of making films in today's era. Of you could really have an Oscar buzz-worthy short, and I know they are submitting this for Oscar consideration. I think it well deserved, but that kind of stuff now is just kind of weirdly distributed, if distributed at all.
But also, there's less gatekeeping. If you want to make something, you don't have to have a studio's permission. You just do a Kickstarter, and then you go make it. And then you have demo reel stuff, I guess, right? How much money are you making on an 8-minute short? The traditional way, it's not much better. So if what they wanted to do was demonstrate their filmmaking ability, their ability to work as a team and just their creativity, they nailed it. As much as it's harder to get this stuff distributed, it's easier to get this stuff made, and I think that's what people need to be doing. Just make stuff and then let your audience find it.
And I know there's been a bidding war from the studios after this came out, because obviously it's gorgeous. It's it looks like something that you would definitely go pay to see in a movie theater. So I think there is a bidding war to kind of sign this couple up now. Let's talk a little bit about the cast. You had Tom Deignan, Alexander Ward, who's a character actor who plays Grummy, and then Violet McGraw. If you know anything about, especially me, but I think either of us, we're both huge Mike Flanagan fans. So you know Violet McGraw from Haunting a Hill House. She was young Yelena Belova in Black Widow, also in Doctor Sleep. And remember when kid actors were bad?
No. They
Really?
were either Macaulay Culkin, or they were the Olsen twins, or I remember Big Daddy, one of the twins was better than the other. That was pretty funny.
Oh, so you're Team Cole Sprouse. I see. It's a heavy subject matter, and it's a heavy just performance to put on anybody at any age, but especially when they film this, Violet McGraw was 8 years old. And this is like one of the best performances ever.
She ugly cries. It's amazing.
Very well. I mean, it's an 8-minute short. I'm just going to link the entire video in the description below, and everyone should check it out because it is definitely worth it, at least on my end. I don't want to speak for you, but it gets my full endorsement for, everyone to go see this, not just because the level of quality, but the subject matter is relevant. There's so much about this really is kind of an important piece. Very artistic. It kind of checks all the boxes.
Yeah, why not? It's free on YouTube and it's good. And I don't want to spoil any of it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is more like less of a review and more of just an
endorsement,
an extended promotion
movie.
Yeah.
Remember this? Am I going to get sued?
No, because those people are not with us anymore. So, thumbs up away. Like I said, one that I was waiting for forever, and it did not disappoint. It actually, I've watched this thing a bunch of times, glassy-eyed, if not sobbing, every time. It just kicks you right where it should. Like, if you're not moved by something like this, then you might have issues. Because it's just...
Yep.
It's as beautiful as it is devastating. But I just want to say, congratulations to both H.R. Norman.
Strike that. Reverse it.
And Micheline Pitt. Jason, where can everyone find us?
I'm on Twitter at JasonEalt. Check my pin post. I might do some other stuff other than movie reviews that you're into.
You can follow this very show at film_hooligans. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.